Happy Friday. Years ago, my brother and we were with a family friend, and we went to, let me turn this off. And there was a little festival, like a kind of fair that was being held in a park that we happened to live across the street from at the time. And people were dancing, playing, games, buying stuff, the typical festivities. And I don't know what the game was called, but basically the whole point of the game was to catch as many fish as you could with a paddle. But the thing of it is, the paddle was made out of paper. So when it hits the water, it rips apart. So therefore, you have to catch as many fish as you can. Well, unbeknownst to us, at that moment in time, we didn't know we caught a tadpole. So we took the bag of fishies home. We already had fishes, and we put them in the tank and everything. At that moment in time, like I said, we didn't know we caught a tadpole. We thought it was like a normal fish. It wasn't until I noticed the shape of everything. Now, at that time, I had to be like maybe 5, 6 years old. I didn't know how to say the word tadpole, but I knew what a tadpole was. It was what later on turns into a frog, but I didn't know the name of, I don't know, they're an amphibian, but I don't know what they're called. That form is called fish or something. I knew it was a tadpole, I just didn't know how to say the name, and I was always say frogfish, because that's how I knew. I knew it was a fish that turned into a frog. Well, my mom goes, no, it's not a frogfish. It's those fishes that suck, the sucker fish, the filter fishes that eat the parasites, the plankton, and algae and things like that. Well, I kept on saying, no, Mom, no, it's a frogfish, it's a frogfish. And we would have little arguments, and my mom one day got fed up and told my dad, go look at this fish. Tell your daughter that it's a sucker fish and not a frogfish. Because the funny part is they happened to understand what I was talking about. They knew what I was talking about. So my dad's analyzing it. He's looking at it and goes, it is a frogfish. My mom's like, no, it's not. He goes, yep, it is a frogfish. It's those fishes that turn into frogs. That's a frogfish. Your daughter's right. And my mom's like, so is it sprouting legs? What is it doing? So they left the room, and I guess they were trying to talk. They were talking about, should we keep it? What do we do? How do you take care of it? And then they were going to get rid of it. So my dad's looking around in the tank and going, where the hell is it? Turned out it had formed legs. It had formed its back legs and jumped out of the tank. And when it jumped out of the tank, it landed behind the tank. So my dad turns around and look, lo and behold, it's there. And my mom is screaming, hi, hi. And we turn around because we didn't know. Like, I pretty much, maybe it died or maybe it left. I didn't care. And my mom was freaking out, and Dad goes, that's because you guys are messing around with this. That's what. No, it had legs, and it jumped out. They got rid of it. I think they flushed it down the toilet or something. Because, like, my mom was like, yeah, why don't you take care of it? It's going to eat the fish. You take care of it. There were no ponds. We couldn't release it. Well, we could have, but I don't know if there were any ponds where we lived. So my dad flushed it down the toilet. And whenever another fair would happen, we would go, we got fish. And my mom goes, I hope it's not a frogfish. And I said, no, they all look normal. But yeah, he was out of there. Oh, God. And it was black and everything. Are tadpoles always black? And they later on, when they turn frog, they turn green or whatever color? I don't know. I never owned a frog. I've owned fishes, dogs, and a hamster. But that's it. But yeah, that dude was out of here. He was out of here.